Hello, this is Terry, and welcome to the next part of my mini camper build. I think I'm going to start calling it my mini teardrop camper build because that's basically what it is a teardrop. So in this part, I'm going to be working in the galley part. That's going to be at the rear of the trailer of the camper, where I'm going to have some storage area, place I'm going to cook at, things. I'll have my Coleman stove, a cooler, things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I've got my false bottom storage area here, and what I'll be doing next is actually cutting some holes in here so I can store stuff down, and I'll make a couple of lids to put on top of that. little storage area here completed, and just a finger pull on that, I can store a lot of different things in here. The next thing, our next task is to put the bulkhead up. So I'm going to put a 3/4 inch plywood across, and it's going to be about 2 foot high here, and we'll go on to that next step. Okay, before I make this bulkhead, one thing that I've got to do is to go ahead and varnish the inside of my little storage box here, because once I put the lid on there, it'll be too hard to get to. So let me go ahead and varnish that, and also what I'm going to do at the same time is varnish up under the top of the box itself, and also I'm going to varnish the wooden panels that goes into the holes. So let me go ahead and varnish those, and we'll start on the bulkhead. Now that I got my bulkhead wall cut and waiting for my varnish to dry, I've got to put another coat of that, so I can't put anything together. Everything is just dry fitted right now. I'm going to go ahead and cut my shelf, and the shelf is going to lay on top of this, and it's going to come out into the galley as a shelf, and it's also going to go into the inside of the camper and support some of the cabinetry I'm going to put in there. So let's go ahead and cut that shelf out. Okay, I've got my shelf cut. Before I can put that on, I'm going to go ahead and finish the storage box, and then I'm going to put the bulkhead wall in, and after that then I can get the shelf and start mounting it on top. So let's go ahead and finish this box. Okay, now that the storage box is in, let's put that bulkhead in and get it installed. Bulkhead in. Let's take a look at it from the front. And there's my front view, and I think it looks pretty good. So next is to put our shelf in. And again, to help me put this shelf in, I got a couple of support beams that I just cut to length and taped it on the walls. That way when I load and slide my shelf in, it'll rest on all of those. So let's go ahead and dry fit this and see what it's going to look like. Dry fit, slid in there good. Hardly any seam over here and over here. Looks really good. One thing that I did notice is that on the bottom here. Looks like I think it's just a bow in the plywood, so whenever I put some screws down, it'll push that down. So I think that's going to work fine. So the next thing I have to do before I can permanently mount this is I've got to build my spacer wall right here, so I can have a place over here to put my cooler and a place over here to put a couple of drawers. So next thing I'm going to do is just to measure here and build that little divider wall right there. I've got my divider wall finished, and I've just got it in place. Nothing screwed down or tightened or anything like that, just to take a look at everything. So what I'm going to be doing next is drilling some pocket holes so I can have a screw go into the side, on the bottom, the back, and the top, into the top of the shelf. So that'll secure this divider wall. So that's going to be my next step, is to do that. So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, now that I got my divider in, let's go ahead and mount the shelves on there. I'm going to mark and where the screws are going to go, and we'll mount that shelf in. My shelf is now installed. It's square and it's level. The next thing I got to do in the galley back here is put up the final bulkhead that will go from about here all the way to the top, and that way that will actually separate the inside of the camper with the galley area. So let me go ahead and cut that piece out, dry fit it, and try to get it on. Okay, that's going to be it for this build video. I've got this last bulkhead in. So now I've got the galley area here isolated from the main cabin on the other side of these bulkheads. And next time I'm going to be putting some drawers and some cabinets in the galley area to finish it off, and hopefully start working on the inside and get some cabinets in there. Please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate your watching. See you in the next build.